Facebook, but I didn't have time to post it on Facebook. So those who are live, thanks for joining me. Those who are not watching it live, here it is. We're going to do a real quick rundown of Zodac. Normally I pull out all my other Zodac figures and show you all the classics and the old ones and everything else and do all this craziness. But I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get this open because I'm more excited about doing a video of showing off my Castle Grayskull with my top 11 figures. So let's just get this going and then I'll do my next video right afterwards. So this is Zodac, and this is from the new Eternia line. And it's got some really cool artwork on it, and it shows some other figures in the line. The new He-Man, Zodac, of course, the new Skeletor from the animation, from the 3D animation, and Catra. And I've already done a video on Catra, and now we're doing on Zodac. I don't have these yet, so we'll have to wait before we can do those ones. But I do have that 40th anniversary He-Man just waiting, but it's going to be a little bit before I do it. Hey Unicron, thanks for joining me. So let's go ahead and get this open and let's have some fun. Zodac. Now Zodac originally was supposed to be an evil character, and then they decided to turn him into neutral. If you look at the back of the box from the old 80s packages, it actually showed him as evil. But I think I might have one. Hold on a second. I had an original He-Man 8-back somewhere. I don't know where I ended up putting it. That makes sense, right? Let's check out this. Nope. No Zodac there. I do have a commemorative one. Oh. Now I've lost my... Oh, there it is. Oh. Let's see what's on the back of the commemorative box. Nope, it is not. Oh well. Anyway, you have to take my word for it that at one time they had him as evil. He was the evil cosmic enforcer. And then later on they turned him into a neutral person. And it's funny, I remember this one person one time posted something. I don't know if it was Mattel that posted it or Toy Guru or if it was just something he made up to be funny. It said, "What makes a man go neutral?" And I thought that was so funny because usually it's like what makes a man go evil or something else like that, but what makes a man go neutral? I thought that was pretty hilarious. All right, let's go and bust him out of here. Come on, there we go. You can do it. Now, something I really like about this figure is he does mirror the original Zodac from the 80s. And that is he has the evil wrists and the evil feet, just like the original 80s Zodac did. So that's cool. So they didn't remake him like the cartoon or give him regular boots like we saw in some of the classic releases. They actually went ahead and gave him the bird type piece here that Skeletor had originally, and then also the wrists like Skeletor had. So that's cool. So he does that. I wonder if his chest is hairy too. I have to check that out and see, because the original Zodac also had Beastman's chest. That ankle's just stuck. Anyway, ankle articulation, boot cut, double jointed knees. He has a thigh cut up there, and then a regular movement here on his leg, and then his waist turns. There we go. And then his upper part has a crunch. Then we have head movement, shoulder movement, bicep, double jointed elbow, and then of course the hand. So there we go. There's all his articulation features. That one foot is just stuck beyond stuck. Luckily, I have some hot water here. I will dunk his foot in the hot water. What the heck, I might grab a Zodac just so we can take a look at him. I know I said I wouldn't, but you know, being he looks so much like the original 80s one, it might be kind of fun. Oh, hold on a second. Skeletor, get out of the way. as you guys know, in 2000X, they made Zodac with a K, and they gave him brown skin, and he was not neutral, he was actually heroic. Now, I was tempted to take King Grayskull and turn him into that Zodac with a K, and I still might do that. Oh, I opened the wrong box. It was funny, years ago I did take, when 2000X first came out, I did take one of my clamp champs and turn him into Zodac with a K. There he is. Dun ta da! So this is actually the commemorative Zodac, but he's made after the original Zodac, so he has the same type of thing. And you can see he has the evil feet on the bottom, as well as the evil hands. And you can see underneath there, he's got the hairy chest. So there it is. There is the commemorative Zodac. All right, I saw some questions come in. Let's go and check out what those questions were. Could you see if Zodax Head works with the Origins He-Man? That's a good question. Hey, Jinx Caliber, thanks for joining us. Hey, Hero, did you get your comment on the Modi stream right? I backed the Origins. Yep, I backed the Origins Eternia. I actually ended up ordering 2 of them. It's kind of funny, too, because I noticed that my credit card today, I checked it out, it did not have the set listed as a purchase on the 12th, and it pulled off my, there we go, and it actually pulled off my pending status. So I called my credit card company, and they said, yep, they can see there where they pulled the status off. He's got the same thing, the gap right here on his leg, just like we had with Tila. Well, that's got to be fixed, too. This side isn't gapped. The side you can't see because it's blocked, but this one's got a pretty good gap on it. So I may have to heat that up and pull that off and fix that gap by using my Dremel tool. All right, and these shoulder pads should come off somehow. Oh, that's really easy. Look at that. They just twist right off, and you can pop them off the back. How do you have to feed them through like the other one? And this comes off too, it looks like. I'm going to leave it for now. And let's see how his gun fits in there. That's cool. That's for the quick draw on it, so it just pops out of the side. Whew. Just like Brave Stars kind of did. But it's kind of loose in his hand. Yeah, that's his new gun. And it's funny, too, he has a trigger finger, but is the regular gun that lame? Nope, it's close, but it has a little more pizzazz to it. I mean, they took all the pizzazness out of it. And look, before it had some shape to it. Now, granted, there was no trigger, but at least it had a little bit more shape to it. It's just like a stick. Anyway, does he have a regular closed hand? He does not. So his hand holds his gun really loosely. So if you're to pull it on someone, he's going to fall out of his hand. See? Erp. Erp. Why, Mattel? Why? It's going to take a lot of heat shrink tubing to build that up to make it fit in his hand. You know what? I'm going to take his hand and heat it up just in case it was sprung in the box. And see if it closes. Oh yeah, there we go. That's much better. It was actually just from being in the box, it was sprung open wider. So once it cools down, it should be able to hold his gun pretty good. All right. Excellent. I can see why now there's no pizzazz on it. Otherwise it wouldn't fit in this holster right here if they had the different pieces widening and shortening. All right, so let's put these shoulder pads back on. And it's kind of funny because they just kind of wing around. I wonder if those gray pieces come out of the armor if you take the armor off. All right, someone asked about the head, if the head fits on He-Man Origins. I think that was the question. Let's see, Hero, did you ever try giving Evelyn the legs of classic Masterverse Tila? No, I did not. Let's see. Gotta say, Zodac's my favorite figure. It's funny, for a long time, my Zodac was my He-Man with a helmet on, because I didn't have a He-Man figure for a long time. So I used to pretend like he was actually He-Man. So this was my original He-Man figure. Not my first Masters of the Universe figure, but my first figure that filled in as He-Man. He just had a helmet on, so no one knew who he was. So that's kind of funny. All right, so let's get his head off there. That came off pretty easy. And let's find ourselves a He-Man figure. You know what? Let's get the swashbuckling one. Oh, swashbuckling He-Man. Check it out. It's supposed to be, I decided to make him Prince Adam. Like he's Prince Adam, like on a sailboat or something. And he's, you know, kind of a pirate kind of guy. And he's out searching for the secret of the sword. And so that's why I left his purple leotards on him, which actually go good at that armor, because it's got kind of the blue and some colors like that. So I actually kind of like it. I decided to give him the new hairstyle, obviously. So, you know, it is kind of a more of a, I could see him a pirate looking thing with that. Anyway, let's pull his head off and stick on Zodax Head. Yep, it fits on there. You can see how that looks. Hopefully it's what the question was. If Zodax Head would fit on a He-Man body, fit on a He-Man's body. And this is He-Man's torso, just so you guys know. All right, let me double check and show us the question you asked. Let's see. Zodax Head works with the Origins He-Man. Yep, there you go. It does. So you can easily swap out the parts and make yourself a Zodac very easily using these parts. So there you go. Let me go ahead and put swashbuckling Adam back together. Ugh. All right, let's go ahead and pull this armor off. You know, what I'm curious about is how easy is it to take off those gray shoulder harness pieces on the back. Now, you know, if you did take them off, just like this, you could use this to hold the batons back there. Oops, you guys can't see what I'm doing. So if you did take off these shoulder pieces, you can put these back here instead to hold those. So that's kind of cool. So I guess in a way, maybe I don't want to take them off because I'd like to be able to put his staff back there in two pieces. But it doesn't like it come off very easily. You probably could stretch it off somehow, but I wouldn't do that. You're going to end up ruining it. And sure enough, he does have the hairy chest. Let's go ahead and pull out. Oh, I don't have Beastman here. Ah, he's in the other room. Because I was going to do some paint on him. I was going to check and see if it was actually Beastman's chest. That'd be funny if it was. I don't think it is, because it's just a little bit of fur. He's got a little fur on his back, too. It doesn't cover the full back, just the top half. And just the top half of his chest up here. All right. So, I am not going to display him with the shoulder pieces, as cool as they are. I am going to use a leg holster, though, because that's cool. And I am going to use the back hooks for his staff. And it's made in two pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it in the two pieces when it's stored on his back. It's really hard to get this side to go in because that leg holster's really blocking you from... Now, what I like about this is when they made the Tila figure that had the leg strap, they actually made the strap as part of her leg, and this one here you can see it's actually separated, so his leg actually moves with the strap. Let me go and pull her out so you guys can see what I'm talking about. What the heck? Oh, he has a hand. Well, here's King Grayskull. Very tempting to make that Zodac, I tell you. Ouch. His sword just stabbed me in the hand. If you bought swords from me, watch out. They are very sharp. So, be careful. There's Andrea. Oh, she is so cool. I love this figure. Well, This is the wrong Tila. Oop, oop, oop. Where is the other Tila? There's She-Ra, Evelyn. There she is. Ugh. So on this Tila right here, the leg strap is actually connected to the leg, not to the pouch, which really annoys me. And when I made my custom figure, I actually made it so now it's actually attached to the pouch like it's supposed to be instead of to the leg. So it works way better. So you can see how it moves with the leg. Anyway. So I'm happy with how they did that finally, is actually making it so it's a separate piece so it moves. Man, that leg gap is bad. Yeah, the newer figures are just so much better than the other ones. It's just crazy how much better the newer ones are. Oh, wrong gun. All right, so let's go ahead and put these on his back. Points up. There we go. And he can bend over like Boba Fett and shoot him. But he has two shots, not just one. You could pretend that if you wanted to, like they were jet powered. That could be kind of fun. Or you can assemble them together. Assemble! Hopefully they come back apart once I assemble them. Ugh, that is tight. And now he has a giant staff, which technically is the same as his gun tip on the end. So that's kind of the concept. So, and again, this was actually Zodac with a K's weapon. All right, I've drummeled on long enough. Let's go ahead and check your guys' comments. Now the body's too small to be Beastman. Yeah, I was thinking the first Beastman they released, not the second one. What about the armor? Does it fit? Oh, you're going to make me take the armor off again and stick it on a He-Man figure? Okay. I'm going to grab a fresh He-Man figure and let's just go ahead and Zodac him up all the way along. Head, armor, gun, holster, everything. I can see where this is already going. You want to see it all. Let's just see if we can turn it into an Origin Zodac, because you guys can't wait until Zodac comes out in Origins. All right, first the armor. Wow, okay, well, because he's so much shorter, if you're going to use the leg armor, it ends up going around his calf instead of his leg. So I don't think you want it that low, even though his hand does still reach it. So maybe you do. We'll just go ahead and continue on, and then we'll see how it looks, and we'll pull it off if we choose to. All right. So yeah, the leg piece does look kind of lame now that it's so low. I'm going to yank that off, but it does reach, so he can reach it. Let's stick his head on. So there you go. There's your makeshift Origins Zodac. Now let's pull off that leg armor piece, or the leg holster. Now it does fit pretty loose around there, but you could potentially squeeze this on tighter and then cut these straps a little bit. So that is an option. If I was going to do this, I would actually put some super glue right there in those spots. Actually, that works pretty good. Never mind. No super glue required. Let's try the gun out. I'm guessing the handle's going to be too big for his hand, but we will see. His hand does stretch a little bit. So it does stretch a little bit, but it does fit in there. But it wouldn't take much for it to fall out. Oh, maybe not. And let's go ahead and put his Astro Bat in the back too. Oh, it's he Zodac. So there you go. There's your origin Zodac. And let's go ahead and use this Astro Bat in his hand and see how it looks. Oof, that's tight. There we go. Hooray. Oh, my back. Master Far. No, I want the orange He-Man harness and the Havoc staff for Faker. Hedak. Let's see, to make Wondar with his black Zodac armor and blue sword. All right, so there you go. It does work. Again, you just got to pull the straps tighter, but surprisingly, it does fit on there. I thought it was going to be way too loose around his waist. So that's actually kind of cool. I might actually leave him like that for a while. Okay, it's time to do a little bit of swapping here. Where are those black legs? Thinking about maybe putting him on this guy here. Maybe not. Oh wait, we have a Zodac. What the heck? I forgot we even had Zodac already. you guys couldn't wait to get Zodac. We have a Zodac. I forgot all about that. Well, heck. Let's just see how it looks on our Zodac. I cannot believe I forgot we had an Origin Zodac already. You're probably thinking, what the heck? This guy's crazy. We have a Zodac already. I was looking in the box for a figure that would work to customize a Zodac, and I already have one. That is hilarious. How close is the skin tone? That is actually really close. I could just pull it off and give him a non-hairy chest. Smooth chest, hair Zodac. So if you wanted to go with the cool Masterverse armor, which actually does look better. Yeah, actually this armor does look better on him than the one he came with. Way better. Oh yeah. Where's his original head? Did I drop it? Here it is. Even the head looks better too. I forgot we got a Zodac. I can't believe that. And this is the kind of quality entertainment you guys watch. Some guy that can't remember that his shoes aren't even on. All right. Dun, da, da. Cool. Now you're free to use this armor to make your Black Zodac. Your Black Zodac armor. For your Wondar. Let's see how the shoulder armor looks on him while we're at it. Might as well. So we've gone this far. Might as well go all out. It's like some kind of weird Gundam wings or something, doesn't it? When it's out like that. It does look like some kind of cool jetpack. Wow, that... Anyway, we'll just fold them over. So the shoulder armor does not quite work the way you think it would. It is held out a little bit because the way the armor sits on him. Takes a little bit of monkeying around, but there we go. Hooray. Actually, that does look pretty tight. I think I like that. All right. Well, I am definitely keeping him like this. Whoever's idea that was, thank you. This Zodac's going somewhere else to be repurposed. Not sure what yet. But that Zodac looks pretty cool. Thanks for the idea. You know what? I might find a way to strap this gun holster on his leg anyway. Just put it on his thigh regardless and figure out the straps later. I could just run the strap underneath there. And glue it in place. Ugh. Fit. What am I doing wrong? That is the right gun, right? Yeah. Ugh. It fit on the other leg. There we go. Ugh. There we go. Me and Figure Motion gave you the idea. Nice. Mike and Figure Motion. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. The cloth's kind of weird looking. I don't know why they keep doing that. And worse than that, it's part of... So you can't take it off. So I guess I don't need to fix his leg anymore because he's not going to be one of the guys I'm probably going to keep. So I might have to be selling loose headless Zodac later in the future. Of course, the boots could be cool for something. I don't know who can use those boots, but being they didn't give Skeletor the right feet, we had a little bit of purple paint. Could get Skeletor the right feet he's supposed to have. That looks really cool. I might just slip it underneath there. Just like that. Just leave it as is. So that gives him a little freedom of movement too, doing that. I don't know. I might just cut the band off altogether, I don't know. I have not decided yet what I'm doing with that side. But that does look... Oh, I can't put these on. No! Now he's going to have to hold them. You got to know when to hold them. And when to mount them. Nice. All right. Well, that was fun. That was cool. I did not mean to have this video take so long. It's going to be supposed to be a super quick video on just showing you guys the new, but because of Mike and Figure, now we ended up doing all this craziness. That does look a whole lot better. I just never liked the way they did the painting on this. It just looked weird. It wasn't like bold enough. And you can see this one here is bolder. See the difference? It just seemed like they just didn't make the paint all the way to the edge of the inner filling of that hole. I wonder what Wondar looks like. Yeah, Wondar's got the same thing going on. His paint doesn't quite go all the way to the edge. Let's see, I finally back to Eternia. It's nice they finally allowed payments. Let's see, Jeff joined the lounge and we can figure something out in there. Yeah, Mike, that does stink. That is crazy. Yeah, when I called Mattel and asked them about it, they said they would charge my card in the next couple days because they've reached their 5,000 backers. So, yep, we were right. It's not when it ends they're going to charge you. It is when they reach the backers. So, my card will be charged because I called Mattel and asked them about it. That looks cool. It even looks better than my old one, which I didn't think would happen. Now it's a little disappointing because my old one looked better than the new one because of the armor, but yes, I'm a little frustrated because I hate the fact you have to pull stuff off other figures to make your stuff look cool. But it definitely does look cooler. All right. I guess I might as well take you guys on a tour of my Grayskull without doing a second video since everyone's on here anyway. What the heck? So, today I was sitting here and I was thinking, okay, I have all these figures that I tell everybody is my favorite top 11. Over and over again I tell everybody, these are my top 11, top 11, top 11. And you keep hearing me say that, but I never really display my top 11. And I was like, you know, I should actually put my top 11 in my Castle Grayskull. So that's what I did today before this video started, is I decided to put my top 11 in the castle to display them, which makes a lot of sense because, you know, now I can show off my top 11. Now he's not in the top 11. Unfortunately, Bushwhack or Swashbuckling Prince Adam's not in there. But let's take a look here. So Skeletor has come in and he's infiltrated Castle Grayskull. The bad guys ran towards the ladder on this side, and you can see Trapjaw's right there, and he's fighting Man-at-Arms under the ladder. Beastman's made it up the ladder, and him and He-Man are battling it out because they're all trying to get to the throne of power. Over here, Evil Lyn is getting ready to cast her spell onto Ram Man, and of course Tila is trying to stop Skeletor in his tracks. Merman has dropped his sword in order to not get shot by Manny Faces, and he takes his way up the elevator, and up on the top of the elevator we have Triclops and Tila battling it out. You may be saying to yourself, what? Why does he have two Tilas? Why, you say? Where is my book of comic books? Here it is. Let me tell you why I have two Tilas. The original Tila story. Hey, Matthew. Let's see. Let me go and find the tale of Tila in my comics here. Nope. 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 That's a fun one. Search for the Kildor. What? I cannot believe. Triclops. Stench. Another search for Kildor. Another search for Kildor. Another Triclops. Where is the tail of Tila? What the heck? Nah. Ah! It's missing. No. Okay, it's time to go to the big comic. I can't believe I don't have that. I know I've taken pictures of it before. I must have it sitting out somewhere because unbelievable. Oh, now I'm dropping comics everywhere. Okay, let's pull out the giant book of comics. I gotta see where I put that. I was just looking at it this the other day. Really? Okay, it's time to grab my iPad. I'll be right back. You guys can look at the cool castle setup while I am gone and see all the battles. I can't find my giant He-Man comic book, the one that has all the...
Yep.
That's crazy. I do have another one, but it's still sealed. I didn't want to open it, but I do have my original. I don't know where I put that book. That's just so bizarre. I used to have it on my shelf all the time. I looked at it just yesterday because I was looking at the stuff from Battle for Eternia. All right. Where is my digital bookshelf? There it is. And here is... So I did a long time ago is I scanned in all the comics. And then I stuck them all in PowerPoint. And I have them all here nice and handy. But I don't have any reference to find them. So I just have to just scroll through till I see something that says, oh, that's it. That's the tail of Tila. There it was. Burp, burp, burp. Oh, I guess not. You know what? I forgot. I can search. So let's do a search up here and type in tail. All right, let's try tail of Tila and see if it finds it of. Nope, that's She-Ra. I know I type in Tila, I'm going to get 30 million responses back. Tila. It even shows all the figures when they have them. It's not going to work. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. So here is the tail of Tila. And basically, it shows that Skeletor, he was in love with Tila, and basically he talks about how he made her by separating her into two halves right there. He took the Tila, it's the sorceress one, and made the baby, which is the other Tila. So it was actually made from. So when I used to use my figures as a kid, I used to use Tila and pull her armor off and on, and it basically was both Tilas back and forth. And so that's kind of the idea. Now, what's really cool about this particular comic, and one of my favorite things about it, is she's called Tila for both of them, but she has the same name for both of them. So it's kind of funny how they're both called Tila. And in this scene right here, they combine into one Super Saiyan Tila. And it's so cool because she uses the power of both Tilas together to, and she's got her hair flowing and big old green around her. And that's why I kind of jokingly say the green goddess is her, basically the formed of two Tilas together. And then they ask where they're at, and we're here, you know, and then they separate back off into themselves. But I just thought, you know, it's kind of a fun comic explaining why you need to buy two Tila figures. So anyway, that is it. And so even though I have a lot of the winged sorceress figures, I always like to go with the two Tilas because that was my roots. That is when I first started playing with He-Man. So there you go. That's why I have two Tilas in the scene. One up there fighting Triclops with a sword and a shield, and one down here fighting Skeletor with magic. So an evil Lyn cape. That's a good idea. That'd be cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your guys' comments. Let's see. This is like Smurfette and Gargamel Tail. Yeah, kind of. Skeletor made a clone baby, planned to raise her, and then marry her. Yes, it's pretty messed up. I think I'm going to do Eternia and ask forgiveness next year. Nice, Jason. Tila Na and Tila. Todd, that's awesome. You have the 80s comics. Yeah, it's just, I can't believe I didn't have that Tale of Tila. It's probably sitting somewhere on my desk because I know I did recently use it somewhere. See, here's some of my mess. It's just piles of stuff that I'm working on. It's just like, So that's, the comic's probably sitting somewhere in one of those piles just like that. See? Pile of stuff. Pile of stuff. My wife always laughs about it. She goes, man, you just got little piles everywhere. I do. So anyway, I just thought it was cool showing the battlefield of my top. And I know it says, I say my top 11 figures, but I have two Tilas in there, so really it's 12 because there's two Tilas. So there you go. Those are my top figures. The Room of Awesomeness. Is there a Savage He-Man and a Prince Adam in the comics? In the first four, there was no Prince Adam. They didn't add him till later. And I actually prefer no Prince Adam. I prefer He-Man always being He-Man. I don't like him to be as powerful and as strong as the Filmation one. So in my lore, when I used to play my figures, He-Man was strong, you know, like Hercules, like strong as 10 men, but not infinitely strong. And it was his armor and the gifts that the sorceress gave him to basically, or the whatever, her name wasn't sorceress back then, the first Tila, in order to give him extra strength. So he has the Cordite crystal chest, piece in his armor to give him strength and other things. So, yep, no Prince Adam. He's just a man searching for the swords. All right, so hope you guys like my cool little setup. Like I said, I had kind of fun setting it up, getting some cool action poses. Now, I'll tell you the story some other time, but yeah, it's kind of cool. And it's funny too, I always like to pit He-Man against Beast-Man, because Beast-Man is supposed to be, you know, this big old broody creature, And so strength-wise, he's probably the strongest. Let's see, I don't mind Prince Adam. Revelation Adam is my favorite. If I had to choose an Adam, it's actually 2000X Adam was my favorite. He had the messy hair, and he was, still had a build, still could fight. Signs he would go out and fight even though he shouldn't be. And so I always like the 2000X Adam if I was going to choose an Adam. It's because of that vintage ad, Hebrew. Maybe so. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to pit the girls not against each other, because everybody always puts Tila and Evelyn together. I thought, you know what? Tila's good as a sword. I will put her against the swordsman himself, which of course the character Blade was based off of Triclops. There you go. And then I thought it'd kind of fun to put Ram Man against Evelyn. And I gave her the cool bone one too. So this is actually from one of the wrestling figures. I thought that was a way cooler staff than just the regular staff. Now, I did notice her knees are the wonky knees. And I did find another Evelyn that does not have the wonky knees. She has the right knees. So I'll be opening this soon. I'll do another opening video on her. And I'm pretty excited because that's my favorite Evelyn is the gray one. I know you would think it'd be the yellow one, but the gray one, kind of purplish gray, is kind of grown on me. So there you go. So that is my new Evelyn of choice. So, all right. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm still trying to work on those pillars. I did find out though, when you put the pillars in there, it does hold the floors up nice, which is cool. But then you lose some of your floor space for battling. So let me see if I can find where I stuck just the coat hanger ones, just to throw back in there to show you guys what I'm talking about. I don't know where I stuck those coat hanger pieces. There they are. Here's some of them. These are the tall ones, so these go here. No, these go over here. Oop, oh, and she's taking out Skittitor. Now I gotta find the short ones. There's one of them. So you can see that, I guess it's not too bad. I thought it would actually cause more problems than that, but that's not too bad. I mean, for taking pictures, it's kind of in the way. But if you aim the camera right, you can get around those pins. I don't know. Like I said, the ones I was working on, they're pretty big. And I was thinking that might not be the best plan. I know when I put this in, both He-Man and Beast-Man's going to fall down. Because... Oh, there goes Man at Arms. Hey, it didn't fall down. Look at that. All right, Man at Arms. There we go. I can lean against the post too. Oh. Oh. A little more stability. Kind of hard to get in there though with his Astrobat there. Anyway, fun. I had a fun time setting it up. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. We check your last final questions. According to famous motor rider Ron Jeremy, Evelyn would never last against Ram Man. There you go. Have to check out the lounge soon. Yeah, Jeff, gotta check it out. Yep, Luis. Yep, you guys are welcome. Until next time, good journey, and thanks for letting me share my castle setup. Like I said, I had fun setting. It's like, I should set up my favorite figures instead of having all these other ones sitting out all the time. I should just put them in the castle and have them ready to go. Hopefully they can keep Skeletor from the throne. Modi bless you all. That is hilarious. Until next time, good journey.